have mercy. Um, it's Monday. It is, oh, mercy. I think it's the 16th of February. And I just got through putting some stuff in the freeze dryer in the house. I was like, I just can't sit here and not even just sit. I just can't be in the house. It's too pretty out. And I've spent most of the morning out here this morning. But I thought, you know what? While this is just fabulous weather, just absolutely fabulous weather, I'm not going to spend it in the house. That floor can be vacuumed on a rainy day, you know? Or even I can get up early in the morning when it's still dark outside and do it then. Uh, I'm going to spend my time outside where I'm happy. I got all my lights that I got put together. So all these lights are now put together. I did figure out how to do the, oh, beautiful butterfly, how to do the lights so that at night it's going to be colorful, not just white. It's going to be colorful. So I'm happy about that. Uh, and I'm trying to figure out what other types of plants I want to add. You know, the the thing is, I'm cheap. I'm also impatient, and that's a double-edged sword. Uh, so I want my flowers like immediately. I think most people do, but we have to be patient. Uh, and there is a process, and there is a kind of a renewing of your spirit, if that may sound kind of corny. Jeff, hello! It's not Tuesday, I know, but I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I'm going to be, well, as of right now, I'm supposed to be going to Orlando. But hey, Jeff. Hey, Debbie Sue. Uh, anyway, I just think that, there's some things that I've got to do by seed because I can't afford the plant. This hideous thing back here that used to be pretty and colorful has got to go. My husband has got to whack that down. That's driving me bonkers. Um, but and I know there's a lot of people, who've got it far worse plant wise than I do. I'm fortunate. I get that. I love that. Uh, and I don't mean to take anything away from anybody else. I truly don't. Uh, y'all seen my cup. Da da da. That's another thing. Y'all got to stay hydrated. I see people falling out all the time because they aren't staying hydrated. Now that just may be because I live in a place where, Jeff, you got to stay hydrated. Jeff lives in Florida. We're having a beautiful, beautiful day. I don't think it's 82. Uh, Thank you, Debbie Sue. Also, you're making beef tips and rice and green beans. Oh, well, hello to your grandparents, stink bug. Uh, we're having pork chops tonight. My husband's gonna fix them on the grill. Cause I don't cook much. Well, I really don't. I don't really don't cook that much anymore. We eat most stuff is we do it on the grill. Um, yeah, Jeff, I love a good pork chop on the grill, and I get them real thick ones like that. But I did put okay, so I put two different types of ice cream. One's an apple pie ice cream, one's a peppermint, and then some ice cream sandwiches. And then I had some leftovers. I had some Chinese food. Uh, what was it called? Sesame chicken. Uh, oh, I love black and white pictures, Stink Bug. They're wonderful. Um, then the other thing that I did that, I did the chipped beef on toast, but I didn't do toast, I did grits. That's in there. And there was something else on that tray, that same tray. Oh, some meatballs that I had made. And then there's a whole tray of steak. And then, yeah, it. I'm trying to be frugal and freeze dry stuff, uh, leftovers, and stuff that I would normally just trash, but I'm freeze drying it, putting it in the little Mylar bags and stuff, because if the world ever went to, in a handbasket, we have supplies. That's the whole reason that I wanted the freeze dryer in the first place. But it's also really interesting to see how different things turn out. I've got to do Ohio Valley Prepping. I've got to do him some Pop-Tarts. He wants Pop-Tarts. I got to find out what flavor he wants and if he wants the frosting on the top of them. We haven't had, Mama's at the church house today. This is her volunteer day. So it's just me and Max, and he's just barking his full head off because the neighbors just got picked up from I don't know what you call it. It's the people that take you to the doctor. But yeah, so that's why he's just having himself a little old hissy fit. But I just wanted to come on and tell y'all how much I truly and deeply appreciate all of the wonderful, kind things that people have said and people have done. And my channel is doing well. Hey, Okie! Okie, we're having fabulous weather. It's a little overcast. Hopefully it'll rain. Mother Nature needs to help us out with that. But just beautiful weather. And this is the thing. I'm all excited. Okay, you'll understand this. And anybody else who's ever planted a seed will understand. I've got some seeds. James, hey, how you doing? I've got some seeds that are popping up. I'm so excited. Some are 3 different varieties of tomato. They're the tinier tomatoes. And then some wildflowers that my grandbaby planted. And when those seeds start popping up, you just it's practically giddy with excitement at the prospect of growing something. I've got, Mama is going to stop at the Tractor Supply for me and get me a couple of more hanging baskets, because I need the bigger hanging baskets for my spinach and lettuce and stuff like that, so that the bunnies don't get it. Either that or I have to put them in the really high raised beds. Oh, here comes the butterfly. Maybe the butterfly will come visit. I posted some pictures today of the butterfly was back here, and it was magnificent. I find it interesting that yesterday we had 5 different kinds of butterflies and 2 hummingbirds. And then today, it's just this one very large, I don't know what kind of butterfly it is, but it's beautiful. Yes, Stink Bug, the cornmeal has come. Oh, I love butterflies, James. And then the other thing, I was out here and I'm, twittering, doing, how you do outside. And I was like, why is everything so wet? It rained this morning, just a smidgen. And the way I logically deduced this, that it was that rain from the heavens versus my husband turning the sprinkler on, was my car was wet. And he would never let that sprinkler water touch the car, because it will over time turn the car orange. And I don't want no orange car. So that's how I logically deduce that. See, that's how my mind works. It just goes everywhere, just everywhere. Tomorrow I am... Oh, okay, Stink Bug. Maybe we could do that later on this week. That'd be nice. When tomorrow is normally my day to do my live, but I've got to go pick up a friend at the airport. He and his wife are coming in from the Philippines, and I promised I'd pick them up, and it's not until the prime time of my live. So I'm just not going to do the live tomorrow. I was going to try to maybe do it when I got home, but I have no idea what time I'll get home, so I'm just not even gonna worry about it. I'll catch up with y'all. Believe me, I'll catch up with y'all. Hey, Ohio, I was just talking about you because I need to know what flavor Pop Tart and if you want the frosting on them for the freeze dryer. I went to town and looked at the Pop Tarts and I thought, well, I don't know what kind he wants. Um, that fool dog is still barking. Do y'all hear him? Pitiful. But that'll wear him out, and then he'll take his little nap. He's high on a nap. But what flowers do you want to? Oh, okay, blueberry. I do. Blueberry is nice for the Pop Tarts, Ohio. Um, what flowers and what plants do y'all like to plant? I've oh Okie, I don't know if you're still on here or not, but it came to my attention because I did not read the seed packet when we bought it. The hollyhocks my grandbaby wants me to do take 365 days to show their colors. A year. A year. It's like asparagus. Good Lord have mercy. And what kind of asparagus do you grow, Okie? Because I've got the Mary Washingtons, and I was going to do some of the other ones, and I believe I've got one of the ones. Hey, Paul, how you doing? How do you freeze dry a Pop Tart? Well, you cut it up into like little squares, Throw it in the freeze dryer, turn it on, and it does its thing. Well, thank you, Ohio. It's really not the person that does all. I mean, really, it's the machine. The machine does all the work, and I guess that's why it costs so much. We had a bargain at our local grocery store. They had these giant rounds of beef, $3.99 a pound. Well, now I don't know about where you live, but where I live, meat's a whole lot more expensive than that. And so they were very gracious, the butchers, and they cut it all up for us. So I've got an awful lot of meat I've got to process. It's not hard, James, to freeze dry. It's really not. It's pretty simple, to be quite honest. But anyway, I've got all this meat now, and I'm gonna make some beef jerky because I personally love beef jerky. My husband loves beef jerky. My son loves beef jerky. So at $3.99 a pound, that is a bargain for beef jerky. I mean, beef jerky's expensive. It's very expensive. And so that's probably gonna be what I'll put on either late tonight or early in the morning. Because it takes about a day. Because I like mine. My husband likes his to be flexible. I like mine to be kind of crunchy. So that'll be what's going on next. And then, of course, I may have to go to the garden center and just see if they've got something I cannot live without. I want desperately to have everything filled in, every spot filled in. But I know I have to be a little more patient. And I don't have the patience. I really, really don't. Okay, I know somebody said something and well, tell them I love them too. When I'm doing this on my tablet, y'all, so be patient with me. Normally I have my TV, and I don't have my TV out here in the yard. But Lord knows my husband would put one if I said, I would think I'd like to have one out in the yard. Well, I shouldn't say we don't have one out in the yard because we actually do. We got one in the backyard, in the gazebo. And so, yeah, he liked a TV. His mama used to work for the Phillips Company, and so the boy was raised with TVs. I was not raised with a lot of TVs. We had one, and that was back in the day when somebody had to hold the antenna, and if you wanted to change the channel, somebody had to get up and change the channel. Strings and Punks, hello! I enjoyed your, was it yesterday? Sunday? I think it was yesterday. I enjoyed your music, very much so. Thank you, Joy. Thank you. There's this place. I don't remember the name of it. Love and Faith, I believe it is, and they have these faith-based shirts, and I love them. Um. Oh well. Thank you so much. Y'all are so sweet. Um. The thing is, I I do I wear a little bit bigger sizes than most people. So I like the fact that they have inexpensive clothing that's a quality that I like. So I do enjoy that. Coach, hey, how you doing? Uh, I'm surprised you're not busy working. You're the busiest woman on YouTube. You know that? I figured that out between you and Scott, who y'all are just busy people. Um, I just up and decided just to come on here and do a little impromptu. Yes. Strings and Pucks. Juliet did a fabulous job yesterday. She kept me hopping all day long. Uh, in fact, my husband was like, he calls you that woman. I'm sorry. He doesn't mean to be offensive, but he says, "You watching that woman again?" It's like, well, yeah, I am. He well, and Oki is, oh, there's that guy. So yeah, the woman and that guy. Um, but with this, I mean, it's a little gray over this way, which is the west. The east is quite sunny. Um, I've, I've got to get y'all down to the Treasure Museum. That's on my list for today, or not today, but for this week. And but anyway, back to what I was saying about my appreciation for all of you who are helping me with watch hours and just being in the community and lifting up each other in so many different ways. Um, it's it's a learning experience because I've learned so much from so many different people. And more than anything, I have to say it has renewed my faith in humanity because for a while there, quite honestly, I was getting a little cynical about people because you see people and you go uptown and people are just not nice. And they're rude to each other, and then there's the people who want something all the time. So this beautiful community has renewed my faith in humanity and society as a whole. Oh, Herman, I do not know what that says. I'm sorry. Only language I get is English. I'm sorry. Uh, and y'all, if y'all don't mind, if you're a praying person, say a little prayer for my grandbaby. She's had this flu fever for since last Tuesday, and it's still going on. And she's just under the weather, and it's hard for her. She hates taking that medicine. Absolutely hates it. Uh, so I'd appreciate if y'all would just a quick little and then also for anybody who is a praying person, um, Real Outdoor Living, they've lost a family member. It's actually Dana's father. So have some compassion. Say a little something, something, whatever it is your beliefs are. I'd appreciate that. Um, but when I say to people, that I do some kind of YouTube something, people give you that kind of like, well, you what? And I understand that because it's like, okay, everybody thinks of Mr. Beast, or some huge, but the truth is, these smaller uh, people, these smaller channels, these little communities of people who are helping each other, and let's face it, it is entertaining, and it's learning. And I don't know about y'all, but there ain't nothing on TV. I mean, I watched a little bit of the Olympics last night, but as far as like a show, you know, there's not a lot. There's really not. Now, my husband, he finds some stuff, and the other night my mama watched, I don't know, it was something like 60 Minutes or something. It wasn't 60 Minutes, but it was some kind of, and it was a murder thing, a real life type thing. And I said, Mother, I said, doesn't that disturb you know, your aura, your sense of everything? And it's not that I'm a turtle. It's not that I want to hide away and not know what's going on. But I do want to nourish my mind, my body, and my soul with good energies and not bad energies. I got enough problems going to sleep at night without watching that kind of stuff. So I find that getting my news from other sources is very beneficial. Ohio, you're one of them. Vanessa is another one. But just I've enjoyed, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I have enjoyed the experience of YouTube, and I look forward to continuing to grow and helping others to grow and learning from other people. Uh, it is one of those things where uh, we can pull our society up out of the gutter if we want to. But it does take a little bit of work. It takes a little bit of effort. It takes a little bit of denying yourself what you are accustomed to. So if you're accustomed to sitting on the couch and watching high crime shows, if that's your thing, that's your thing. But I'm telling you, it will get into your psyche. Joy, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. I want everybody, like Oki has said before, I want everybody to grow. I want everybody to get to the point where they want to be in their channels. And there's a lot of people that don't want any kind of anything. All they want to do is come on and view and be a part of the community, and that's great. That's fine. Not everybody's gonna have a channel, but this is our new chance to create the world that we want, little steps at a time, little kindnesses at a time. Your wife is correct. Garbage in, garbage out. That's exactly the truth. It is absolutely the truth. When you put continued negative things in your brain or continued bad food in your mouth, the results are always bad. So if we can circle around, gather our wagons around, and Glenn, I fully understand that, not watching any of the national news, because it's just absurd. But if we can circle around and make our world a better place by just changing our viewing, what we're watching, how we're responding to that, and how we lift up each other with comments, with sincerity. Ohio, yes. And while I am terribly, terribly saddened about Savannah Guthrie's mother, it's not the only thing that's going on in the world. And it bothers me that, apparently, statistically, 15 children go missing every day. And we don't hear diddly squat about that. That bothers me. Hey, Mental, how you doing? Is it mental or metal? Oh, Lord, I'm not, whichever. Hey, um, I'm little old T90 writing, honey. I can't read little T90 writing, even with these big old glasses on. Uh, well, hey there, sweetheart. The But yes, so you've focused an awful lot of time, effort, and money. Uh, when they say a reward of $50,000 from the FBI, that's American taxpayer dollars. Not to say that I say that it's not justified. I'm just saying, really? Okay, we're on day what? 15. Yeah, and if you turn the TV on first thing in the morning, that's first thing you see. I don't know about that. Uh, Maybe show some of them children that are missing. Oh, okay. Ohio, we'll have to pay attention to what you find. The other thing is, when we can share with each other ways to improve our overall life, such as, you know, who doesn't want to save some money? Okay? And if you have a way to be frugal, if you have a way to enhance your world so that you're not wasting your money on something, you know, we we do go on vacations and we do things, but when we do, it's because my husband has really done kind of a deep dive search into ways to afford things. You know, we've never been on a flight that was $300 a person. We have been on a $19 flight. So, you know, sharing that kind of stuff, I think that's wonderful. Uh, well, hey Mason, the truth of the matter is, we can all help each other, and we can all benefit each other's lives, and in turn, it benefits our life. One of the wonderful things about YouTube is, now I don't cook, like I said before, that much, but if you want a recipe or something, good Lord have mercy, the YouTube is the place to go. I mean, really, it is. If you want to find out something about how to prune your apple trees, you go on the YouTube. It will show you. Now, I'm not like getting paid by YouTube, not just yet, but I can say that there is some vital information. My husband uses it constantly on how to fix different things at his work. Oh, the sunshine has gone behind the clouds. Uh, Now, his community obviously is a fix it community. Uh, my community, our community. If you're here, it's our community. I think is more of a diverse section of people. Uh, and I find this hysterical. It's not just my own personal age people. There are people who are older. There are people who are quite a bit younger. Um, Now I don't have mine set for children, but I think that a child could watch me and they'd be fine. Well, Joy, see, that's part of my problem. I have so many diverse ways my brain goes and things that I like, that I kind of get into a thing where it's like, okay, I've got to put this down. I've got to. Well, Coach, I'm so proud of you. You did your workout. That's excellent. That I find I can be a little bit obsessive with trying to hit all these different channels and watch all these different lives and absorb all this information. And the truth of the matter is, you can't. That's just the truth. You 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 can support a lot of different channels. You can support a lot of different people. You can gather a lot of different information. But you cannot be there for every person that subscribes to you or that you subscribe to. Not all the time. You can't. You just can't. And people need to be aware of that and not get themselves feelings hurt or moody about it or anything. It's just it's like when you're in high school. Now I went to a huge high school, and the simple truth of it is, yeah, I knew a lot of people, and exactly, Ohio. You cannot be there for everybody all the time. That's just the way that goes. But now, just out of curiosity, I don't have a job per se. Um, so I have more flexibility with this. Now, I know, Ohio, that you have a job. I know Juliet has a job. I know certain people have jobs that they have to go to and require their attention. Like my husband, he has to go to work every day. He has to supply my life. Um, he has to he has to buy my lights for me. Um, Plus, I think if he didn't go to work every day, it'd drive him crazy. I really do. I think it would drive him crazy because, and this is the reason, because he'll work. I mean, he'll work furiously outside in the yard for like 2 hours, and then he goes inside and he gets bored. So he'll watch something that's just ridiculously stupid, like this show called Ridiculous. It's trash, and so he has to continue to work. Oh yeah, Mason. The low carb channels and the carnivore channels on the weekends. Oh Lord have mercy. And oh, you're fishing. Well, how lovely. I should take y'all fishing sometime. Will you give that old Reba a kiss? She looked so cute last night. Her little haircut. Ohio Valley has the cutest little dog, Reba. It's adorable. Um, but there are so many different things that I can take you all on a little adventure. You just have to let me know what kind of adventure you want to go on. Because now I don't do Ferris wheels and things like that, but I do go a lot of different places, or I have the capabilities to go a lot of places. What are you fishing for? Um, the fish that I like are not the ones that are normal. The Treasure Museum. I love the Treasure Museum, Coach. It really is interesting. Um, I want to get my granddaughter some type of coin from one of the shipwrecks. Now, obviously, gold and silver have gone astronomically. Bluegill, okay, bluegill's good. Um, but I want to get her a coin from one of those. I got my children some when they were little bits. Um, just kind of as a little token, a little history lesson. It's just kind of an interesting because I want to say there were 7 Spanish galleons, uh, ships. It might have been more than 7. That all along our coast, all demised. And so their treasures, which was the Spanish treasure, um, now are out there. And so uh, Mel Fisher and his family have been digging this treasure up out of the ocean. And sometimes it does wash up on shore. And when it washes up on shore, there's some kind of law about if you find it in the water versus finding it on the land. And so, whatever it is, what was a little boy that found a tray like thing, and it was over $20,000 for that little dish. So I just think that's kind of an interesting little tidbit. Um, so the Treasure Museum, I will hit the Treasure Museum. I have to take Mama with me on that one. Y'all are so kind to my mother, and I appreciate that. It is absolutely uh, it really is helping her in her adjusting to not working. Well, see, the metal detecting. I have a metal detector, but I don't take it out and go metal detecting. We have it, now don't laugh. We have it because the lines that they've buried in our yard for like AT&T and all these different, thingies, we're always afraid we're going to hit them when we dig for our garden. So that's why we have a metal detector. So, yeah, that's that. Oh, Lord, we had a possum die in the backyard. Stunk to high heaven. I couldn't figure out what on God's green earth that smell was. And I asked my husband, did one of the chickens die? Because I didn't want to go back there. And he's like, well, no, I don't think so. They're all there. And anyway, he walked around and walked. It was a possum. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Oh yeah, Mason, you are so kind about Nana. Uh, she's gonna start doing a little bit of chatting about her own personal history. She's she's quite a fascinating old lady. Um, the fact that she worked for Eastern Airlines, in the very beginning of air travel, I find quite fascinating. Well, Dolly, hello. How are you today? Dolly, I have reached out to Raven a couple of times about how to get a hold of you. Um, I'll do it again. I'm not the best in the world about checking my email. The but Mother has. She's so funny. She uh, she loves to shop. Did y'all know that? That woman loves to shop. I'm sending Tractor Supply on the way home. Mm-hmm. Bird seed. I need some more bird seed. uh, Bird seed and flower pots because I need some more hanging. I want the big ones, the big boys. Um, but y'all have been so kind, and I greatly appreciate that. That means the absolute world to me. And that's another thing, another reason why the YouTube and the community that we are all a part of is such a blessing because it has nurtured my mother through her um, retirement, her first few months of retirement. um, and that's something because she has been on a high energy, high go 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 for literally 75 years. And so peeling it back a little bit, being a little more relaxed, but having the YouTube community surround her and encompass her stories does so much for her. Stinkbug Mama still drives. She goes to town. She don't really cook much, but I do have her fold the laundry, and she empties the dishwasher. She takes care of her finances and her world. And her bathroom and her bedroom are her business to do. Um, yeah, she's really quite jiggy with it. She's very jiggy with it. And she's quite the spiffy dresser sometimes. Y'all ought to see her when she gets really dolled up. Oh no, I would never work her too hard, but she's got to do more than just sit in her chair and read a book, or sit out here. She loves to sit out here with me and watch the butterflies and the hummingbirds and the doves and the cardinals and the squirrels. I don't know if that squirrel back there. That squirrel's sneaky. He is a sneaky Pete. I ought to name him Pete. It's a little squirrel, so it's a baby. I see one over there in the magnolia tree too. We've got one of them picnic table bird feeders that you can put an ear of corn on it, and that's on the other side of the yard, and that's for the squirrels, and it's so cute. It is adorable to watch them little squirrels sit there at that picnic table like they're actually having a picnic. Oh no, I don't make her too tired. In fact, the other night it was after midnight before she went to bed, and then she wanted to sleep until like 11 o'clock, and I was like, I went in there and I said, "Are you alive?" 'cause you know it's after 11 o'clock. So no, she get her rest. Believe me, she get her rest. But well, I have kept y'all on here for like 40 minutes now, and I just wanted to tell you how much I appreciate the community, how much I appreciate all the people who are being so kind to each other, um, and encompassing a philosophy and a lifestyle that we can all be individuals but bring together uh, kindness and compassion. Um, I love that. And I thank you, each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Be kind to each other. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Thank you, Strings and Pugs.